Hi, I'm Ruben.
And I'm Eric.
Welcome to School on Monday, a podcast where we tackle all student topics, from study tips to relevant and interesting news discussions, funny stories and anecdotes.
There's no handbook for school survival, but help's always at hand at the School on Monday podcast.
Check out our website at www.schoolonmonday.com. Yeah, we're back with another one.
Yes. A very serious one.
I'd say.
Yeah, extremely serious. Yeah,
it's up there with the top 10 serious ones.
I think top 3.
I think top 5 serious ones. What is the topic? Tell us, Eric.
The topic is looking after your mental health throughout school.
Okay. So I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think anxiety and depression is getting worse now amongst students?
I think so. I feel like the younger generation, which I like to call them, seems to be going through a bit more than what we was going through. But
in what sense? What do you mean a bit more, though?
I feel like the social media presence has really took its toll on my fellow young'uns.
On your fellow young'uns? In what way, though? Because social media is not all bad.
No, there's so much positive. I'm just saying the envy, the jealousy, the hate.
Right.
Looking up to someone from a perspective that you might not even know who they actually are in real life. So those are the things that are playing such a huge toll on the younger students, especially now at COVID and the coronavirus throughout schools and stuff like that. Coronavirus is such a huge part now. So when you feel alone, which is a very important thing.
Well, even with online, people are connecting with each other now online.
Yeah.
Through social media as well, which you just mentioned.
Yeah.
So surely it can't all be bad.
No, it's not all bad. But I'm just saying there is a rise from when we were in schools. Because it just about maybe started when we were in schools. So now it's like a full-on part of your lifestyle. Like social media is when you wake up to when you sleep. Most people are on social media.
Do you check social media when you wake up?
Do I check social media?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, to be honest, I check my messages.
Yeah, no.
So that may be on Insta or Snapchat or iPhone, do you know what I mean?
Or whatever you're doing. When you wake up, you pick up your phone. That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do that.
But now I've started to read.
Read what?
50th Law.
Huh? Like an actual book?
Yeah.
What's it called?
50th Law. It's Robert Greene and Curtis Jackson. 50 Cent.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean? So I've started to read that.
You got the hard copy. Let me read it after you.
Yeah, 100%.
When will you be done?
I'll be done soon.
No, you're not done with that.
No, soon.
I will see.
Do you know what I mean? But I researched.
Yeah.
And the NHS survey did say that the depression and mental state of younger generation has increased over time.
Yeah.
Which is very sad to hear. But I think as well as people in school, I think in general, human society, I feel like the mental state of certain individuals or the human race in general has increased with depression and mental health issues. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, definitely. But it's like, are we just more aware of the world now? Because when we were younger, we're not thinking about depression and that. So it does seem that way. It does seem like it's getting worse, but maybe we're just getting more aware of what the world is actually like.
I think it's just not, even for example, it's just not just the social bit, like exam stress, social media presence, of course, and then you got relationship issues.
There's so much.
You know what I mean?
Your job, your career.
Yeah, like pathways in that sense. Even situations at home, personal situations. So they do put so much emphasis on your mental state, so which can be very detrimental to your health, like in general, because of what you're around, who you're around. All these things will definitely play such a big thing. And especially like girls seem to be affected the most.
Is that your information or?
Like, research from the NHS.
Okay.
They said that girls seem to be most affected.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
The girls I've met, they seem quite strong. I feel like men just hide it. Do you know what I mean? The men don't speak about it, they hide it. I don't know if that's actually true.
Have you been through like any? What? Why are you laughing? Like, have you been through any experience of like mental health issues or depression? Why is this funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have.
At school or?
It's funny because you're asking me, but you know. That's why.
No, of course they don't know.
Yeah,
so it's good to experience, you know, what we went through.
Yeah, I'd say it probably started at uni, at a time where you're meant to be having fun. So yes, to your question.
Even not at school?
No.
Any issues of mental health?
Nah, not
or
at
depression
school.
or?
Nah, not at school. What about you? Never in your life?
Nah.
Just breakups?
Yeah. Literally, like, most of my mental issues or health issues come from my own detrimental decisions.
Wow. Wow. Go on, break that down.
So the detrimental decisions that I make and I choose to make is what causes my headache. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's nothing to do with anyone else per se. It's more to do with my actions and not understanding the repercussions of my actions, or just doing dumb stuff.
Do you think any of our friends suffered from it in school?
Yeah.
Is it? Who?
I'm not going to say no names.
No, letter.
Letter?
A letter, like the initial. For me. Because I don't know.
Oh.
In school?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the one I think?
Yeah. Tate.
Oh, you might as well say the name.
Rick.
Oh my
god.
Oh, stop it.
No, but yeah, he went through some stuff. Like, there was a period, I think 1 to 2 years, where he just kind of kept inside. And he used to just play. Like, I remember one time, like, I don't know if you want. I don't care anyway. But so I remember, like, he didn't want to go to school and stuff, and he just wanted to play like games online. And because he just didn't like school, or the issues inside the school and stuff like that. So which played such a huge part in him even thinking about going to school.
I can't comment too much on that at the moment. But I guess it would be good to speak to him.
Yeah, I think we should definitely, yeah, how he felt.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people go through what he genuinely went through. Luckily, I didn't really go through it too tough because I had a good structure at home. I've always had good friends around me.
Yeah, it could be, like you said, it could be your own action.
Yeah, mine is.
It's not necessarily structures at home.
For me, it's just me personally. Like, if I'm stressed out or there's stress or anything like that, it's because maybe I didn't revise for an exam. But that's on my head. Do you get what I'm saying? It's no one else's head.
How did you overcome your heartbreak though? 'Cause that was probably your biggest. That's probably your biggest like mental breakdown, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Through heartbreak. How did you get over that?
Patience.
Just patience. You just waited it out.
No, yeah, patience and actually understanding what the relationship and where I went wrong in the relationship. What I wanted to achieve from my next relationship. You know, Ruben is very giggly guy here. It's funny about my breakup.
Do you blame yourself though for like what? Like it seems like you were analysing the relationship. Do you blame yourself for the way it went and your heartbreak, or was it not your fault?
Yeah, like my first ever one. I was quite shocked. I was quite in my feelings in that one. Okay,
that happens though. You can.
Yeah, of course.
When you're in love,
one,
you just
I don't know if I was in love, but yeah.
You were, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so that one really trickled a nerve or two. Yeah. So, but that one was the eye-opener for all my other ones, even though it didn't really get any better.
No, it seems like you analysed it.
Yeah.
You saw what you wanted in another relationship and then ignored it. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then
again, all detrimental
What can you do? Down to yourself.
Yeah, because you can't really blame no one but yourself. Like, I can only blame, you know what I mean? But there's situations where other people's health things or mental state is due to other things, like maybe bullying and these things like that. So, you know, those things are out of our control, and maybe the person that's going through it. So, you know, you have to seek the help that you need. That's the reality of it. You know, you can't just, you know, for example, Rick, just stay in a room and just isolate yourself from all your friends and stuff like that, because it's not going to help.
I love the way you said we're not mentioning names, and you now said it's...
Yeah, but Rick, we can mention it because he's part
he's
of School
part
of
of it, yeah.
Yeah, so
still.
anyone else I can't really mention.
Okay. So, like, mental health, it's a term that we use a lot. We're using it today.
Yeah.
What do we actually mean by mental health when we say it?
So let me give you the proper definitions, because I don't want to waffle.
What, more research?
Yeah, come on.
Go on.
So mental health is not dissimilar to physical health, but we have to look after it. Do you know what I mean? It's as important as physical health.
Yeah.
You know, some people emphasize physical health more than mental health, because maybe
most of us do.
Yeah, because you think stronger the muscles. You know what I mean? But more time you have to exercise your mind, which is the most important part of your body, which we don't really do. I don't really. I've done over the years, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm doing mind training now.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
You did say something the other day about you're learning how to communicate.
Yeah. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Okay.
So
from what I'm seeing now, so certain communications that we have in private nowadays are not quite private now. Okay, that's cool.
No.
Cool.
You know,
no. It's cool.
I see more benefits from speaking to the School on Monday family.
Okay.
With our situation that we're
just
going
remember that. So anyway, so okay, let's let him have his moment.
Oh no.
So as I said, I guess, you know, through this mental health stuff, I went a bit introvert. And so I wasn't, I guess, socializing as much. So in order for me to now become an extrovert and socialize a bit more, there's a technique to it, and that's what I'm reading about and learning. And it's not just, you know, just a talk amongst friends and that. You know, if you learn how to talk to people and, I don't know, make someone feel like, wow, I had a good conversation with him, it's going to help with all aspects of your life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Business, your job, everything. Yeah. And we may not think there's a technique to it, but there definitely is. Like, because since I started reading about it, I've started noticing people using that technique on me. Yeah. Like, good communicators, I'm noticing how they're breaking it down, and they're literally doing these things that so that's interesting.
No, because even, for example, I see like a lot of salesmen. There is actually a technique of how they do it.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some of the big entrepreneurs that use certain salesmen, like techniques and stuff. And there's actually an art towards how you communicate.
Yeah.
Which you're not taught at school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have a whole curriculum on just teaching you how to talk to someone else. But those are like experiences you learn, and also now there's books to actually, you know, figure it out.
It does sound weird, like learning how to communicate.
Yeah.
When you can speak English, you know what I mean? It does sound weird, but it's true. It is an art, I would say.
No, it is, because not everyone can do it. But it's a very fundamental thing in anything you do is how to communicate, because your relationships need it, your friendships need it, even your workplace needs it, school needs it. Because if you can't communicate your emotions or how to say how you feel, then how do people actually understand how you feel? See what I'm saying?
Yeah. We need to get better at our written communication, though. We need to ask Callum.
Yeah, shout out to Callum.
Yeah, Callum helps us with our writing.
He's a very fundamental part of School on Monday.
Yeah, Callum needs more spotlight.
Yeah. Without him, there's, you know what I mean, there's a lot not going on.
He's just started his masters as well, so he's getting busy.
So shout out to Callum, and good luck with it. But he's very important, and that's basically us. My my written approach is absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Like, Ruben absolutely destroys me every day. Because I'll be replying to emails, and then he'll text me like, what are you saying?
Yeah, because it did, like, I told you the other day, that email you sent, I was reading it, and it sounded like one of the guys on Fiverr from abroad, from
that don't
know the language. It's like they just started learning it.
Yeah. But I don't know what it is, because I the funny thing is I actually read through it.
Yeah, but when
I read through it, it's like that makes sense.
I feel like we need that example. It was so bad.
Yeah, I might have to.
That last one was so bad.
But sometimes, after I sent something and then I realised they replied, and I look back and I was like, oh my God, Henry, what are you doing? Because it's just, but some things you're good at, some things you're bad at. Of course, we're all trying to improve ourselves to better, so that's why I've started reading, to improve my vocab and understand the structures of grammar. Because remember in Westgrove, we had this thing called big writing in year 5.
It rings a bell.
It's big writing.
I feel like we had big writing books.
Yeah, and we had to write essays. Yeah, and we had to write essays and stuff. And remember, I know what you're gonna say. I was actually doing well, but remember,
SAT.
Yeah.
How she would just finish 3 pages.
What? This girl, one of our close friends, who used to be or still is, whoever it is.
Initials TQ.
Yeah, TQ.
Now DJing, you know who you are.
You know what I mean? Good peoples and stuff. She can write. Bro, I was writing like my first 3-4 sentences, and she literally in a second she finished heartbeat.
3 pages, and the thing is, the writing was so neat.
Neat.
Looked like a computer did it, a font or something.
You know what I'm saying? She was phenomenal with that one.
Yeah.
Shout out to her, because, that was such a. Bro, I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I still can't believe it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it happens. Poor mental health be on the rise with young people.
Okay. So you already said earlier that you did some research on the NHS, and that was a bit of proof, right? Mm-hmm. So the NHS have sort of reported that as well. So, but I'm thinking, are they investing enough in mental health services in order to help these young people? Or is it even a big enough discussion at the moment? Are people discussing it enough?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of... We spoke to a teacher the other day who said, she's now working in a role where she talks to children who may have issues or something. Mm-hmm. And a lot of boys are now coming forward and they're breaking down in tears. You know what I mean? So I think it's a bit of a... I think it is getting discussed more nowadays, but maybe not quite enough. I think people are still hiding their emotions. Yeah. Especially boys, especially men. Not sure why, maybe egos, I don't know what it is. Yeah. But yeah, we just got to talk more.
I think it's just more of the masculinity. You feel like as a man, you're not supposed to show your emotions. But let me tell you something, as you get older, you understand that showing your emotions is a definition of a real man. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm not telling you to cry every day.
No.
No, but it's okay to cry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I get it, because when we're younger, we weren't really, you wasn't told to cry. Even for example, my dad, he don't really show emotions too much because of his upbringing. So when that's the case, you kind of learn from your dad or whatever the case, not to show emotions too much. So maybe at certain periods of time when I should have showed emotions, I didn't. And that could have been detrimental to my situation at that specific time. Have you been you've had a hard time showing emotions at periods?
Right.
Is that a reason because of that, or is it because you just don't know how to communicate your emotions?
No, it's just because I don't want to share too much with people. Once you shared something with people, you can't take it back. So it's that vulnerable feeling of sharing too much, really, with the wrong people.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Even if it's the right people, I might not even want to share it. I might not want you to know that I've been crying for the last week. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes easier to talk to a stranger, I guess.
Is that how you feel?
Sometimes. It's safer place. They call it a safe place, isn't it?
Is that what they say?
I don't know, I think I've heard it before, but I'm calling it that.
A safe place?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
because I've always said that it's good to just speak to people that you're close to.
Yeah, I mean, depends what it is. Depends what it is. It depends if you want to be completely 100% vulnerable in that sense. I don't know the right word. But something about that makes me feel uncomfortable. That's just an internal issue, I guess, as you call it.
But
are you happy to be 100% vulnerable to people around you?
Yeah.
You sure? 100%. You'll tell me everything.
Yeah, whatever is needed to say.
No, 100%.
Yeah, but some things are not mentally.
What then?
Oh, we're talking about mental health.
Yeah, I don't know what topic you're on.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah. If I'm going through something, we speak about it.
Okay.
There's nothing I've not said that I'm like, I shouldn't really speak about it. Like Rick speaks about everything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but only now, Ruben's a little bit. Ruben's speaking about it now, recently.
Yeah, no, different attitude now. Just
yeah, opening up a bit more.
Yeah.
He just said, forget it. Yeah, everyone's gonna know my problem. You know what I mean? Like, it's not been like that, but
yeah, not many less problems now, but people can know what I'm up to.
Yeah.
So.
Now I've always said that it's good to discuss, but I just feel like I feel safe around the people I discuss it with, and sometimes maybe people don't have that benefit or even that type of power to have such a good structure like that around them to feel safe. So sometimes they kind of keep it within themselves. So I think that's why certain places, so for example, like Ruben said, they're a safe place, such as, places that will allow you to communicate.
Therapist or something.
Yeah. Is the perfect place. Because I remember when we were in school, there were people coming in to speak.
What, secondary school?
Yeah. But I remember people used to come and say, there's a counselling session here, counselling session here, counselling session here. And we used to laugh it off.
Used to laugh it off?
Yeah. Like we used to say, why is people going counselling and stuff? And stuff like that.
Probably, at that age.
Yeah, because you're just not even that we don't have problems. You're just like, you know what I mean? You're busy doing something else, your priorities on different ages. But now I know a lot of students, a lot of younger generation do go counselling. Even my sister went counselling for a bit.
Yeah. Now, like you said there, I think a lot of people are recognising the signs of, poor mental health, and then they're seeking help with it now. So that's why it's on the rise, I reckon.
Yeah.
And also, as you mentioned earlier, social media is a big factor, and that's another reason why it's on the rise.
Yeah.
But you've already explained that.
Yeah.
But how do you know if you're suffering from poor mental health? What are these young people picking up on?
There's a lot of things, if you feel anxious all the time, you're...
What does anxiety feel like?
I just feel like I don't know if I've ever called it anxiety. Honestly, I've never...
What do you think it feels like?
Just on edge, on your tiptoes, or you just feel uncomfortable.
Didn't you say it's about the future?
Oh, the anxiety thing?
Yeah, is it worrying about the future?
No, that's the past, isn't it? Or was that the future? What did I say?
That was depression.
Oh yeah, depression, yeah. So I say if you think about the past too tough, then that creates depression. And if you think about the future too tough, that creates anxiety, because I think it's the best thing to do is really to just live in the moment. Would you think that is the best thing to do, or you feel like it's good to think ahead?
It's a balance, isn't it? I mean, you have to look in the past to learn from your mistakes and stuff, and work out how you're going to move forward. And if you're working out how you're going to move forward, then it means you're looking in the future. So
yeah,
it's a balance, I think.
Yeah, but when you need to,
enjoy the journey, enjoy the present. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just trying to enjoy all tenses, really.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, mental health, it comes down to your well-being, of how mentally happy you are. It's all in the mind. So if you're happy and positive all the time, then you eradicate all these type of depression and sadness and all of these things that it maybe gives you an issue, right? So, as much as we try to, is be happier as much as we can. But people let me be happy, but genuinely sad inside. That's not the way forward. You have to be true with your emotions. If you feel sad, then you need to figure out why you feel sad. You need to stop saying, why is it always me? Why is it always me? You need to say, why? What's it teaching me? Instead of saying, again, I feel, you know what I mean? You have to figure out why those lessons have literally been taught every single time. So I think those are the things, lack of diet. The diet thing is important. Healthy food. They said that, your body's your temple. I'm treating it like a trash can at the moment. Yeah? But that's because, I'm saying maybe I need some I've got some internals at the moment, but
Yeah, definitely.
they look after you. You know, your body's your temple, so whatever you put in is what you get. So if you eating good, healthy stuff, then of course your mind will, you know, your body will feel that. It's all in the
I'd
mind.
appreciate it.
100%. Do you understand?
Understood. Claro.
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 Espanol.
What does that mean?
Understood. Clear.
Okay. It's also very important, to seek the help. I think, which is the most important thing. So whoever you're around, if it's your parents, your tutors at school, someone that you're close to in school, your friends, it's very important. Or even like the actual logistic sides of the actual companies or whatever the case that provide those type of services, to go seek the help. You know, which is very important. I think seeking help is the best thing. Holding it in is not. Like, there is no running round about that.
Agreed.
Do you know what I mean? Trust me. It doesn't make you feel like you're less stronger than someone else or anything like that. Going therapy don't mean you're weaker than someone else.
That's not
Seeking,
what you said.
huh?
What? That's not what you said.
What?
What you said in the car the other day.
What did I say?
You said soft.
Oh yeah, that's because but I say soft to like Ruben and Rick, because they worry about things that are just is useless. Ricky especially, I go at him because he worries about things of that, you know, that shouldn't really crush you too tough. I'm just very harsh on my friends, because I feel like we shouldn't be affected too tough about a lot of things, because we should be grateful with the things that we already have. Cool. And maybe I'm just maybe I disregard their feelings and stuff. Maybe that's something I need to work on myself.
Maybe. I mean, it doesn't quite sound like a safe place coming to you, does it?
Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny? So like, Ruben might say it's not a safe place coming to me, yeah. But then there's people out there that feel very safe coming to me. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and he might be one of the closest, and he's not feeling safe. So maybe we need to reevaluate our whole friendship. And,
maybe.
Do you know what I mean? Or maybe he just feels
maybe
like
you're treating people differently. What's going on? Getting preferential treatment.
Maybe.
Some people coming to you, and maybe you just feel there. Maybe you feel like it's more.
No, I expect more from Ruben.
In a sense, yeah, like.
I expect more from Ruben. That's the honest
more
truth.
like, if they come to you with something, you're like, okay, fair enough. Maybe you should be worrying about that. Yeah,
no, to be honest, it's like when I was growing up, I was like, oh, Ruben's one of the strongest out of all of us. Yeah, as we was going up through to his issues and internals and stuff like that. So I thought he's one of the strongest. So I expected, I put him on such a pedestal to, you know, keep that up. And recently he's really in tune with emotions, which is great. Which is the best thing that can possibly happen to him. So, which is outstanding from my opinion. But sometimes a bit, you know what I'm saying, a bit too soft. And so I say, yo, bro, it's okay.
We're back now.
Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. You know, I just respect him a lot to say, yo, you could deal with that one. You know, whereas other people, I know certain people can't deal with those things. So my headspace is completely different to that. Like Ricky as well, I expect him to deal with a lot of things.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah. So it's like a hidden compliment.
Yeah, hidden is weird one.
Like, for example, we're talking, yeah? So how do you know that someone else is suffering from mental health? Like...
I know this. Because, like, I've seen it before. Like, you might see people withdrawing themselves. They're no longer coming out that much. Or they're just always fatigued. They're always tired.
Yeah.
Like, no energy to do anything.
Yeah.
Or just irritable. Like, just getting mad at the slightest things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's little things like that. I'll say they're the main things. Have you ever noticed that? In yourself or other people?
Yeah, I have.
In what?
Other people.
Okay.
And what I normally try and do, I don't know if it's the right way.
No, let's say what you would do.
But what I do is I try and bring them around me as much as possible. Because I just, from what I've seen when I was in school and stuff, I just felt that the more good people around you, the more it will start to change. You know that analogy of like, if you're like, for example, I always say, I looked at something and it said like, if you're like the sixth person in the room out of all the rich ones per se, then you become the sixth rich. Do you know what I mean? If you're around positive people, If you've got 5 positive people in the room, you'll become the 6th positive one. So you surrounding yourself with good individuals, with good mindsets, good positive outlet. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that achieving best grades or something, but just good-hearted people. Then that will transfer. Like energy, I feel like is transferable. So if you feel happy and you're around happy people, then more time you're happy. Do you get what I'm saying? So automatically you'll start to, you know, come out of that cycle. Because when you're in those states of, you know, you feel upset or you feel depressed or you feel alone and stuff like that, then you're in a cycle and it's very hard for you to come out because you can't physically see anything else.
Yeah, you're definitely in a cycle. I just feel like you need someone to
kind of drag you out.
You need that in a sense, but also just someone you feel safe around, as we discussed before, to just let stuff out, really, without feeling too stupid.
Yeah. Did you ever feel like I was going through stuff? Like ever, like apart from breakups?
Breakup.
Because like mentally, like have you ever seen me be like, oh, like, this guy needs some help? In school, no.
I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like sometimes I've seen this. I looked at you and I think, this guy's hiding some emotions there. It's not always what you say. Like how some people might be like, I'm fine, but they're not fine. I'm sure there's a meme like that. Kind of like that.
Okay. That's interesting.
I can't think of examples, but I know I felt like that at times.
Yeah. People have said that to me. Because I feel like I think it's very hard to someone to stay positive throughout the whole years of their life. Like 25, 26. Do you know what I mean? And on top of that, it's very... But sometimes I just... You know, I feel like I'm very expressive, so I don't really hold back with anything I say. So if I say, I feel bad. Like the other day I said I'm broke.
Yeah.
I genuinely mean I'm broke. Do you know what I mean? Like, nah, you know, so that's how, you know what I mean? He's laughing, but I'm out here, you know what I mean?
I'm not going to talk about that. Again, that's another hour.
Do you know what I mean? But,
yeah.
First thing is clean your room.
You said in shots?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I feel like a clean room, a clean thing, you feel like you can tackle the world. My mum always said, like, if you're going to try and tackle the world, you have to first clean your room.
Yeah, it's true.
So, you know, that gives you some sort of, like, clarity.
You wouldn't know that, would you?
I'm very clean.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Should we get a picture of your room?
But I would say that one of the most important thing is eating healthy. I feel like you are what you eat. So please, like I advise you because I ain't doing it and I'm trying to advise you to do it because I need to try and do it myself.
Yeah.
So let's do it together.
Yeah, let's all do it.
Let's all eat broccoli together.
Get the kale.
You know what I mean? Oh.
Get that curly kale.
Oh, curly. Man.
Yeah.
Curly. No, but balanced diet is very important. You know, drink a lot of water, you know, rest, sleep is very important. I think these are very fundamental things that we might take for granted because you get a bit lazy and you just want to, you know, I mean, enjoy life. I get that, but the most important thing is to, you know, sleep, get your mind rested as much as possible. I personally think, I know it's very hard, especially when you're young, you just want, but social media usage.
Oh, cut that down.
Yeah, like, bro, like, honestly, just try and limit what you see. Because...
You know the people at the top of, like Snapchat and all of that, Instagram? They don't allow their kids to use it, you know?
Serious?
Did you see that Netflix thing?
Oh.
Yeah, some of them don't even allow their children to use it. Because they know, like,
how powerful it is. Yeah.
Cause if your phone dings right now...
Yeah, you're gone.
You're doing that.
Yeah,
Straight away.
Straight away.
Like some dog or something.
Yeah,
like, what's going on? That's mad.
Yeah.
So...
Nah, honestly, that social media thing is there's a lot of positive in it, but there's a lot of negativity in it. And you know, you always, to a certain degree, your mind always goes towards the negativity more than the positivity. So if you're putting negative stuff in your mind and stuff, that's gonna just automatically, it will start to flood your system, and you are gonna think certain things that you shouldn't be thinking in the first place. You know, because when you're looking, like, for example, us, yeah, like, when we were growing up, we were like, 25, 26 will be there. Bro, we're 25, 26 now. We're far from that. And social media can make you feel like you failed life at 22. It really can.
A lot of 22-year-olds are thinking, wow, I'm out of uni now. I'm not like, even...
They're making bucks or anything like that.
Especially when a 16-year-old's making a song and all of a sudden...
Yeah, but everyone's timing is different. Everyone has their own pathways and their journeys in their life. So you can't watch another person and envy or even look and say, why is it happening to him and it's not happening to me? There's a journey. You know, if everyone's life is the same, then we're all robots. Like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like iRobot.
Yeah.
But it's everyone's different, you know. And I think just another thing you can, help like conquer these like mental health stuff is to, surround yourself with good people, positive outlet. You know, if they're negative in your life, you need to cut them out from now. They're not going to do anything for you, but just bring you down while they're bringing themselves down. You know, like I should have cut Ruben out from a long time ago.
Stop it.
No, I'm joking, but that's the most important thing. Bringing good people around you is very important. Have a routine. These are very simple things, but we get so lost in society and in the world that you forget these simple things. Wake up, brush your teeth, and have a routine, have a structure. When you're all over the place, you don't have no structure, and it's just all over the place. Then you have these chances of increasing these type of issues, and laugh, live. That's what they say. Love.
Isn't that? Yeah, that's that cheesy little thing.
Yeah, love,
house.
live, love. Yeah. I don't have it in my house.
No, I didn't say you. I said it's cheesy though. Everyone gets that, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's harder said than done. Like there are times that it's difficult, but I think it's important to understand those times and learn from it more than let it like bury you.
Didn't N-Does make a song like that?
Live life, live.
Or something.
Love life, live.
Something like that. I just feel like they did.
Oh, I feel like there's a chorus when you.
If they did, then edit up, put it in.
I wanna love, live life.
Those are the fundamental things that you can actually help to think that. And if you feel some type of way and you need the help, go seek the help. Talk to people. Find those safe places that you feel that you can be yourself and vulnerable at. There's actually no harm in looking vulnerable to the right person. I'm just saying don't look vulnerable to everyone, but to the right people it's the best feeling. Ruben don't look down on me because I'm vulnerable to him about my heartbreak. Do you get what I'm saying? He don't look down on me. He might call me soft here and there, but he don't look at me and say, but he's saying, look what's happening.
It's a good laugh sometimes.
It's a laugh because we take, life is not that serious. Do you know what I mean? Because society will definitely give you headaches all the time if you take life way too serious. Life is very bliss. Like of course, there's hardship, there's things that you have to go through and stuff like that, but it's okay. Like it's genuinely okay. Like right now, me and Ruben are genuinely happy. Are you happy?
Yeah, I was saying the other day. It's good. It's fantastic.
You know what I mean? So, after all these things I've said, what should you do if you're really struggling?
Okay, as you said before, get good people around you, talk to them. Or if it's past that point, seek help from a professional, I'd say. Maybe book something in with your GP and get the best advice there. They can maybe point you in the right direction to something like therapy, as we mentioned earlier in the episode, which may or may not work for you. If it doesn't work for you, then just go back to the GP and see what else they can offer. And then obviously there's helplines out there as well. Just one quick Google search, you'll find a load of helplines. But I'm thinking if they're in school.
And also check School on Monday. Like, for example, if you have something to say or you feel like something's like irking you inside or some sort of issue, then you can give us a message. You know what I mean? We don't have all the answers, but we can have a conversation. If you feel comfortable enough to talk to us about it. You know what I mean?
Sure. So if they're at school, they might want to know what they can do at school. So what do schools do to help?
Like we spoke to the teacher the other day. she was saying how they were building strategies to help with the mental health. Which they're putting into plans, into their structures, into their curriculum, which is they're putting a lot of emphasis, and now I've created a whole lane and budget for that in the schools. So they're bringing in people from that field and stuff like that to come have a conversation with
hopefully we go into school soon.
Yeah, they're gonna soon.
We've got to get that sorted.
Do you know what I mean? So we'll be there. You'll hopefully see us in your school. Say hi if we do.
Yeah, you might have to tell us your school so we can go on tour.
Yeah, we can go on tour. Like, come see you guys. You know, and you know, life is very simple. Trust me. Like, as you get older, you understand it. Like, my mum, like the other day, I was telling my mum, like, Mum, I need money. Like, money. My mum's like, no, like, relax. Like, she don't want to see me stressed out and stuff like that, searching for things that are materials and stuff like that. But the emphasis of having financial freedom is a great thing. Do you know what I mean? Because some of the health issues come down from money. You know what I mean? And trauma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, past traumas
leads to one. Yeah, leads to another, innit?
Yeah, like past traumas is things that you've gone through in the past that you haven't dealt with will definitely come into play, and you need to find a way to solve that, because you're not gonna understand or appreciate other things that are good to you if you're always in a negative place. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you have past situations of trauma or things that happen to you that you're not too fond of or unable to speak, you need to go to speak that, because you just can't let that follow your life wherever you go. It's going to ruin you. That's the reality of it. I've seen so many people, and especially in our generation, like there's so many people that are carrying trauma experience or traumatic experience of things that they have not solved or sorted out, because life just keeps going and they just kind of, they push it to the side. But they've now, and I've seen it with my own eyes, they've now like lost people, good situations, good job, good this, because their mental health is all over the place, because they just don't understand or appreciate good things when it happens to them, because they always see the negative in it. Key points!
Get into the key points.
Yeah, buddy.
First one. Poor mental health is common among students.
Social media is a very big contributor to mental health.
Look out for friends and loved ones.
There are many services available to help you that you need when you're suffering.
There are lifestyle choices that you can make that will either better or worsen your situation and your mental health.
We'll definitely put all some of the websites and stuff like that and places maybe you can do in the show notes.
Yeah.
Some family. Yes. We got
two comments this week.
Come on. His name is, let me get my thing. Is it his or a she? I don't know. Clearly they put their Insta name. Yeah. DXV.F.
Okay.
They have said, because we don't know if it's a he or she.
Okay, yeah, go on.
I think it's important to take some time away from everything. Can't just be work. Okay. Facts. 100%. You need some time to relax.
Walk. And the next one is from DaveMDF.
Okay.
I've seen his profile actually. It's pretty decent.
Yeah. Definitely check it out. Great for mental health and stuff like that. And exercising.
Exercise, fitness. It's good.
Great.
He said, you have to know what your mental health weaknesses... Wow, let me start again. He said, you have to know what your mental weaknesses are and not shy away from them, but build and strengthen them. Very powerful, that one.
Wise words from
DaveMDF, yeah.
That's great.
Brilliant.
We're going to... We just finished our meeting at NHS, right?
Yeah, we're going to get out of this hospital.
You know what I mean? Because
I don't like
hospitals.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I don't like them. All right.
Clean my clothes.
Yeah. Because those corridors scare me.
Where's the anti-back?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go. Let's get out of it.